do it properly. So
Oh, hi, Ella. Are you here to join us?
every goddamn time.
Every damn time. She has a sixth sense for when there is a camera on or a stream going, a video being recorded, and she must be present. I know. Here, come on.
But then it's like she doesn't. I don't understand this cat, man. She's like, pick me up, and then you pick her up. She's like, no.
On the other hand, I find her mood swings very relatable. Plus the fact that she's always hungry. Relatable.
What's that? A fluff? A random bug.
Ugh. Thank you.
Just flicked it off your knee.
Yeah, got my Death Star cap. Very applicable to the stream.
Oh boy. You're not late. We just started.
Hello, people.
Oh, and Ella is now comfortable.
She is settled.
She has settled. She's now a loaf.
Let me turn this down slightly. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the X installment of season 2.
We never remember what episode it is. It's amazing.
Punchy Book Club. Professional as fuck.
Is it 5?
No, he's high-fiving.
Oh, he's high-fiving. Number 7. We've done 7 already?
In season 2? Yeah.
We won't get to 10 before the year ends then.
Not with that attitude. All right, guys. Punchy Book Club. Every 3 days.
Every 3 days we're going to read a book.
Oh, I'm looking Empire Gangsta.
That's true. I'm into it.
This is my hair hasn't been washed in several days, and I need to cover up as much of it as possible.
That's why I wear hats.
That's why we all wear hats.
Toques, usually.
Ah, now I know. Next time you're wearing a toque, I'm like, is your hair greasy under there?
And I'll be like, sure is. I'm seeing that with the amount of books on the list, we need a bi-monthly. I don't know. I feel like bi-monthly would be a lot.
Yeah, that'd be hard to maintain.
Ella's just like licking Liz's arm. It's very weird. But it's also kind of cute.
I think she's showing that she likes me, or maybe she's like, you stink, I'm gonna
She's
clean
cleaning you.
Because I am her child, apparently.
Excellent.
We have this very interesting relationship, she and I. How are you guys?
Yeah, how is this lovely Sunday for you? Because here it's pretty cold.
It's gray and cold and windy.
So windy.
But you know.
She's licking you for the salt.
Yeah.
You are now a salt lick.
Sounds filthy. Hey! Look what we have to chat today. Normally our book club discussions do go for about an hour, but today we actually do have a strict hour time limit. Cathy must leave at 2 o'clock because she's off to film a video.
Oh, God.
She's off to be an acting starlet.
No.
She's starring in a film that we will make sure to share with you all when it's out.
It definitely will not be shared.
Yes,
so
it will.
everyone needs to bring their expectations down into the negative.
Expectations are soaring.
No.
They have blasted through the roof.
You are a bad friend, Liz.
Yes, I am. Yes,
I am. I wish I was voguing, but like in the way that would hide my face completely. Maybe wear a mask. I don't know.
Speaking of masks, look,
Spider-Man
superheroes with masks on.
Oh, that's Batman. Wow, I'm tired.
Couldn't
First
have even done a Marvel.
No. Well, what aside from Spider-Man, what other Marvel character had a cartoon? Unless I just can't think of any.
Oh shit!
It's Spider-Man. Oh. No. Yeah, I don't know any other. It's the Spider-Man I was supposed to read.
Yeah, so Crosshair, we think, accidentally read volume 2 and 3.
Oh my gosh.
This morning he was like, I don't know if I read the right thing, so I sent him a picture of the first and last page. And he was like, yeah, I definitely didn't read that.
No!
It's gonna stick around anyway because the tone is gonna be similar.
So basically you didn't read the beginning, but you know what happens after, I assume?
I think so. I think that's how this is going to go.
Interesting.
Quick disclaimer. First of all, we are going to do our best to avoid spoiling the Spider-Man game, just in case there are any recurring characters in the graphic novel and the game, all of that. Because I just played it, so I'm going to try like really hard not to say anything.
I won't, because I didn't finish.
You didn't finish the game?
No, I told you I never finished the game.
I got 100%.
A lot of people got 100. Yeah, so avoiding that, but we may make reference to the film with Tom Holland.
The films. I still haven't seen Homecoming. Isn't that horrible?
Oh my god.
I basically know what happens. It's fine. It's Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man. It's fine.
Well, we might make reference to it. It's been long enough that Liz should have fucking seen this
I know.
movie,
Don't worry.
so
I'm like,
too bad.
I understand. This is my own fault if anything's spoiled.
So first impressions, shall we?
Shall we? I thought it was a lot of fun. I had said before, I'll say it again. Very, very, very quick read. Read it on the train in it felt like a half hour. I was a fan of the characters. It definitely felt like there was, Cathy and I were talking about this before, just a shit ton of cameos that happened, and because it's so short anyway, it sort of felt like a barrage of people and appearances. So it didn't feel like anybody really got anything particularly meaty in terms of like an arc, but I wasn't mad at it because it did make me want to read more. It did make me want to read volume 2. What the fuck is this?
This is
Spotify playlist.
I know who this is.
To God, Spotify. I'm just like, oh, random. Yeah, clearly gonna change. Okay, explicit. What the fuck? All right, fine. I'm putting on one of my own playlists.
Do it.
I'm putting on A Star Is Born.
Oh my god, yes. We're gonna get fucked
Everybody
by
goddamn
copyright infringement.
Deal with it. Oh shit, you're right. No, I can't. Oh shit, you're right. Shit.
They're gonna.
No, hold on. I gotta put on Monster Cat. Thank you for reminding me.
What is that?
Well, this is copyright free stuff, so we'll be able to put this up on the YouTubes. Oh my god! Yay!
This is such hype music.
I know. Hello, Kung Fu Fenris.
Hello.
Welcome. We were just getting started with first impressions. So I think that's it for me. I found it enjoyable. I found it made me want to read future issues. And it definitely felt like an intro. Many, many, many tiny intros as opposed to anything being examined in depth. But I didn't think that was a big downside. It was just... It didn't have a lot of, substance to it, this particular volume.
Yeah. I pretty much felt the same. I felt like it was it's a setup comic. It's just setting the scene, giving you an insight on what how Miles has progressed so far being Spider-Man, and how it started, and where he's at and his learning of how to be Spider-Man because he's still pretty new, and then just kind of introducing all these characters in the first issue as a setup for okay, so you met everyone, and now the story will unfold reading the following comics. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
I didn't think that made it a bad issue, graphic novel, but I was definitely okay, it's just setting up everything. We're not gonna learn that much.
We read another one like that, hey? That felt like setup.
Did.
Was it Snot Girl?
It was Snot Girl.
Which felt like one big setup.
Yeah. And then you have to read the next ones. Which is great. I mean, that's just smart writing, right? It's gonna make people want to get the next one and read the following issues just to know what the hell's going on in the story. Especially because the last page is a...
It's a cliffhanger, but you know what?
Yeah.
I thought that this one, compared to Snot Girl, if you were just like, yeah, I read Miles Morales Volume 1, this would give me, this is enough for me. It makes me want to read more, but I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by not continuing. Snot Girl, I do. I feel like by not reading Volume 2, I'm very confused still about the plot.
I completely agree.
So this one gives you, like, all of the basics that you need. It just doesn't explore them super fully.
Yeah. So
it's a hook issue.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it real sad everyone? It's a good hook. Yeah, okay. For everyone. I want to hear what everyone else's thoughts are.
So Crosshairs, describing it like Infinity War. So many characters that none really get explored. Yeah, actually. So many characters, and it didn't really focus on him all that much. Although, it focused on a lot of people's interactions with him.
Yeah, but I do feel like Infinity War, there was like several movies leading up to it.
Yeah,
that there was everyone up so that you didn't need.
Yeah, and I mean, it was specifically designed to be that way, right? It was supposed to make you go, oh, if you haven't watched all of Thor, you're gonna show up and be really lost. Oh, gosh darn it.
Gosh, rootin' tootin'. I loved the art, by the way. Do we want to start talking about that now?
Let's talk about the art.
Loved the art. Especially loved when he's explaining things and it's in little, like, cartoony drawings. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, I loved his what would that be, an inner monologue?
Yes.
The visual depiction of his inner monologue.
The red text boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some.
Yeah, but I'm looking for the thing where it looks cartoony. Because I can't find it now.
I also really liked the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it started off very cool. So, Crosshair, just to give you some setup. The beginning is the Avengers getting their asses kicked by this, like, demon
called Blackheart.
Yeah.
It's, like, super dramatic.
Yeah. And then Miles comes in and saves the day, and everyone's like, who the fuck are you? It was so
like,
good.
You're not, who are you, other Spider-Man?
Where did this start in the timeline? Oh, good question. I think they explain it. Oh, I saw a bit of cartoon. Did you? Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's so cute.
So, like, when things like this happen, love that. It's like when he's retelling the story, like, this is what it, like, looks super cartoony.
Yeah.
Which I find hilarious.
Yeah. Do you know where this fell in the timeline of everything?
No. Yeah. This too.
Peter Parker is definitely, he's still Spider-Man, and he and Miles are kind of at odds as to, like,
is he okay with having there being another Spider-Man?
Yeah, is he okay with there being another one?
But like Peter's like happy that he asked him if he can be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
because he's like, Gwen didn't ask, she just like did it, and she has 2 cool suits. Like, everyone's suits are cooler than his, so
he's kind of like, as long as you're not cooler than me, you can do whatever you want. Oh, the panel disposition is somewhat chaotic.
I agree.
Yes.
There were times where, like...
That's true. Sometimes I had to, like, look back at the whole thing just to make sure
sometimes I would start reading down the page and realize, like, no, I'm supposed to be going across both pages. And the fact that it alternates between, like, going across like this and then the next page is, like, you're going down. I was just like, why are you doing this to me? Because now I have to, like...
Yeah.
It was for me, that was problematic because it was just like, okay, so here I'm reading down the page and then next thing you know... But
there at least it's helpful because it's a different color palette.
Yeah, but there was some times where I was just like...
something like that. Was this straight across? I can't remember. Oh no, maybe not. I don't know.
No, it's not. This one's down the page. But it's just like... But like this, see, this is across the page... And then this is across the page, and then this is down the page.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why?
So here's a question for people who know more about comic book formatting than I do. what is a way of getting your readers used to a certain, like, what's a way of prepping them subconsciously for the style that the page is going to contain?
I feel like it's the demarcation of the boxes, because I feel like if some of them that went across, I don't know if it was this one. I just feel like if some that went across the box, like this is you read across, I feel like this is not enough for me to understand. I have to read across.
And also, especially because they're not in a row either. Like,
and
they're
it's
not,
still brick. So, like, how do I tell it's a different
Okay.
panel? So, for me, it's really, like, the boxes. If it goes, it needs to go enough onto the other page for me to know, like, okay, I need to be reading, like, across both pages.
I'm trying to look for examples in this one. But I think these are all straight down.
But this also helps because there's a big white border.
It's very clear. They have very... So these ones, the borders are also incredible.
And they would change on occasion. Sometimes they were hard squares. Sometimes they were, like, rounded corner squares.
I'm so excited for you to read this. Okay. All right.
Cathy's got it. You have to make panels more distinct to make it work on a full spread across. Okay, so...
Fewer boxes, less chat bubbles, less thought boxes at start, then ramp it up slowly.
That could work too, actually. You, like, kind of...
You're sort of training them
Yeah,
to
you're introducing, like, one thing at a time.
Way. Interesting, yeah, because how did this start?
Full page.
Yeah, so full page.
But then, like,
this,
easy.
This was very clear, and I liked it a lot. And then that was fine. I found, yeah, and then it started getting more chaotic. Like, yeah. My eyes definitely get overwhelmed with a setup like that. Because then this...
It's that, and then sometimes there's, like, one
here,
space.
Right? Look, so here, these are clearly demarcated, and then this is
no, but that
linked,
here, but
and
then...
so is this.
That's why it's like...
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mess.
There's no consistency.
It's okay, I still liked it.
Yeah, I did too.
And I really did like
very
the art.
easy read.
I like the art a lot. Also changed the background page color from white to black or whatever color, but have to stay consistent. That's the thing, and I felt like it wasn't consistent because towards the beginning you had like white space between some of the boxes, and then towards the end it was very like things overlapping and not really seeing.
Chaotic.
Yeah.
Chaos. Who was your favorite character? And who was your least favorite character?
Let's start with my least. It was his best friend,
Genki?
Or Gank. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but when he just kind of like fanboyed about golden balls, who must have the worst superhero name that I have heard.
Yeah, what the hell? I'd never heard of golden balls before.
Me either. But he's a mutant.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to talk about something else.
Okay.
When his friend just like fanboyed and then like revealed tons of stuff about Miles to this guy, I was like, what the hell? And then Miles was like, oh my god, he must be like so mad at me to reveal that shit, because like normally he wouldn't. And I don't think he was mad so much as like, hey .neb, how's it going? That's a friend of mine.
Hello .neb.
Yeah, I don't know, I felt like, oh, how could you fucking betray your friend?
It's a real dick move to your friend who's a superhero with an alter ego and has a life and loved ones to protect.
Yep. And then my favorite character is I don't want to say Miles, even though he was a cool character, but Black Cat was pretty cool.
I liked Black Cat a lot
because she's like trying to take over the underworld and all that stuff. But then I really liked his friend, the stretchy girl.
Yeah, who was that?
It's Marvel, Miss Marvel.
Oh, it's Miss Marvel. Yeah.
She was cool because she had jokes and I thought she was funny. Who's Katie? I don't think there was a Katie.
Yeah, who's Kate?
The Hispanic grandmother I felt was back in 2002. She made me mad.
She made me. She really.
Really did. I was like, oh my god, he's not dealing drugs. And then she's being so mean to the dad. And I was like, and then at the end you find out he's a fucking S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and I was like, what? Also, okay, yes, say your least and most favorite.
Least is probably the grandmother, because she was infuriating. Favorite? I liked his dad a lot.
Yes.
I liked his dad a lot, and I also thought the dad was very...
Does the dad know?
The dad?
Because he said something, and I was like, wait, does he know? But I feel like he doesn't.
Isn't it revealed that he does?
It's when he goes to the house the first time.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I think I thought that he did. Anyone else remember?
No, he says something, and I was just like, maybe it's towards the end. Oh, well, I can see that probably Miles is my favorite, not as a character, but as a representation on how to change a lead character into another gender, nationality, etc. Bring a new one, don't exchange one. Yeah. As such, Miles made a cool Spider-Man as Spider-Man.
I think he knows, because it's like, it's nice that you have the kind of relationship where he would tell you that big secret of his, and here I am in return lying to him and his mother. So yeah, I think
he knows.
He knows, but
it's
he
also
hasn't told Miles the truth about him.
There's a point. No, let's pass this. Yeah, so he
Hammerhead, yeah. Holy shit.
Sorry?
Hammerhead.
Yes. Yeah, it's when he goes to the house and he's like, Miles, shh. What's going on? He's like, I didn't say anything to your mom. Your super secret is still super secret, but you brought this next part on yourself. Brought what? And then he's like insinuating, and he's like, what's happening? And then the grandma's there.
Yeah. Oh.
So
I like the dad a lot, but also it really sucked that he couldn't like do more to stand up for his son with the grandmother.
Yeah.
Because Miles is being put through hell, just like Peter is being put through hell.
Yeah.
And Peter didn't even have like a family that thought that he was doing drugs. Like,
yeah.
So Peter was dealing with other shit, but they're all just the struggle between real life and being a superhero. The struggle is real. And I feel for all the Spider-Men. And women. True. Spider peeps.
Can we talk about the fact that Miles Morales might have a superpower? Like a mutant superpower?
Yeah, let's unpack this for a second here.
What the hell is this?
I don't know, but it's brilliant.
Like, I don't... What? Why does he have electric powers?
I don't know, but it's hella useful.
We did that
once. Oh, Crosshair knows.
Oh shit,
it's true. Further? Oh, cool.
I guess it is.
Oh, yeah, because Crosshair was reading the ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales. And I have no clue what the difference is, except apparently it takes place in the future.
Okay, but don't tell us for real, though, because I want to read it. Yeah, so it's just crazy that...
It's pretty bad that fucking Hammerhead and Black Cat knows who he is now.
But then it's kind of cool now that that new kid knows, the mutant guy, and that he's staying with them and they're all gonna be friends.
I mean, I hope so. I still don't know if I trust him, though.
I'm highly... Oh,
I don't trust anybody.
So I didn't trust him because remember the first time Black Cat goes to Hammerhead and she's like, have you ever heard of mutants? And then it cuts and it goes to the next thing. And then it's like the kid being introduced. I made the association that like, oh, they're in cahoots.
I wonder if he's a mole.
No, because maybe she was saying that because she knows Miles is a mutant.
Oh,
that kind of just clicked right now for me. I was like, maybe she wasn't talking about that guy. She was talking because she knows Miles is a mutant.
Shit. Speculation is real. Really need to read Civil War 2 because Captain... Yeah. I mean...
Well, because this one also says the next book is Civil War, right?
Yeah, I'm really confused because there's Captain Marvel Civil War. Now there's Miles Morales
Yeah, it says
Civil War.
next Civil War 2.
What in the hell? Like, is Civil War 2 just a catch-all? Or does each
thing lead into...
Does each series have its own Civil War from a different character's perspective? Which would be fucking cool, but that's also confusing as hell.
And, like,
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Kind of intense.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up Miles Morales Civil War. him.
Who the hell called me?
You think Civil War II is a catch-all and can ask Mr. B. F that noise.
That's common for you. F that noise. Excellent. Does it explain it anywhere?
Okay.
So it's just like the one... Okay, most go into it.
Yeah, it does seem like most of them touch upon it, but I was just wondering if they had their designated Civil War. What in the fuck? Okay, hold on.
Civil War, both ones were a clusterfuck to follow because they planned multiple titles and... Okay, I'm not gonna rant on Civil War, that's a conversation for another day. Well, shit. So there is a volume 2.
I guess. Wow. That one customer really hated it.
But it's the same. But it's the same. Is it the same?
Yeah, Bendis, Pincelli, or
Okay.
Pincelli.
Oh, there's even a volume 4.
Oh
and stuff
shit.
like that.
Okay, here's Civil War 2. All right, and that's by Bendis. Okay, because this I'd heard about too, because I was following Captain Marvel's story arc.
And it goes into Civil War 2?
Well, it's the events of Civil War 2 are referenced in Captain Marvel 2 Civil War. I know.
Oh my God.
I know. So it keeps referencing the events of Civil War. This one, I'm pretty sure. But I've heard bad things about this particular one.
No.
I know. I've heard it's not that great. We should read it anyway, clearly, because the universe is telling us
Maybe
to read
one
it.
day we'll find a graphic novel we don't like, guys, and all agree on it.
I'm pretty sure we haven't we? Didn't we find one?
Not really.
No.
We said that we would maybe...
Oh yeah, we would purposely
read
read
a
one
bad
that
one.
had a bad review.
But I want to read one that's, like, real bad.
Dear.
I was gonna say
gracious.
something, but I'll tell you off stream.
Okay, good.
Like the version of a comic, where is
Oh.
a director.
Glad you didn't say it. Glad you didn't say it.
You know what I'm talking about,
I
Liz.
do. Okay, well maybe clearly we are gonna have to read this, right? Oh, it's expensive. Why is it
It's
so
really
expensive?
even the paperback is $30.
This is bull poop. Right here.
Ships and sold by Bookland.
Excuse me? What the fuck is this? Alright, well, we'll figure that
Looks like
we'll
we're buying
figure it
one
out.
copy to share.
I'll read 2 pages and then give it to you, and then you read 2 pages.
But out loud, like that's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah. And we'll describe the art ourselves too. Okay, well, all right. Civil War, to be examined at by future Liz and Cathy.
Yep, if we remember.
We won't.
We will not. Somebody remind us.
Crosshair's like, I'll make some notes, I guess.
Ray Miles are also in Spider-Man, but I think something needs to lead to that. Worth it.
Okay. So you enjoyed Ultimate Spider-Man, hey?
Let's find the timeline. Please do, because I have no idea what timeline.
I don't. The Spider-Man timelines.
I mean,
all the
this
timelines,
must
but holy
be
shit.
after the first Civil War. We know that much. Man, if it's Civil War 2,
I guess.
that's what I'm assuming. But then there's mutants, so that I don't know what's going on.
Well, Captain Marvel Volume 2 is cool because they're dealing with the aftermath of, I think it must have been the Civil War 2. So I think Captain Marvel Volume 2 takes place after Civil War 2. Jesus Christ.
But then that's annoying.
And then she's like at odds again with Tony Stark about how to use mutants' powers to help them. So she thinks that a mutant that can predict the future, that they should work with him. And Tony Stark thinks it's too dangerous because if they try to alter the future, it's just gonna create like a butterfly effect and fuck everything over. So I guess if mutants are here, then maybe it is after the. I don't.
Timeline is getting even more confusing now that they started the Spider-Geddon. Is that the movie that's coming out, which I totally want to see?
I'm really excited.
So
It
good.
looks awesome.
So good.
Oh, so Crosshair found a bunch of Spider-Mens, and you have no idea which leads to what. I wish it was really specific. It's like, hey, if you want to read this, we recommend that you've read this, or at least you should understand that the following things are true.
Or like at least an easy way to find the different like series in different timelines.
Yeah.
Because like I want to start reading Harley Quinn, like where do I start? But then I know like there's the new 52 series of Harley Quinn. That's so, it's like easy. I'm like, okay, it says new 52. I know it's like within the same timeline.
Well, I told Ben, I was like, hey Ben, I'm so excited. I got the Batgirl Volume 1 of the New 52. And he's like, oh, which one? And I was like, excuse me? He says, oh, there's 2 New 52. I'm like, no.
What?
No, Ben, you can't, like, well, he said, which Batgirl? I guess they have 2, like...
What? Not in
two
New
Batgirls in the New 52. That's what he said.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think Ben's lying. I'm gonna
Anyway, and he's like, what does her hair look like? And what does her suit look like? I'm like, I don't know. It's a fucking Batgirl suit.
What does the suit look like? Like a Batgirl suit.
Like a goddamn Batgirl suit. What are you trying to say?
No, there's only...
He said there was another one.
There is another one, but it's not New 52.
He said it was in the New 52.
He's a liar.
But Ben knows Batman stuff.
He doesn't know Batgirl stuff.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. He probably does. I'm just talking shit. Love you, Ben.
Yeah, so there's the relaunch.
New 52. Okay. And then there's DC Rebirth is the other one.
Okay. Maybe that's it?
He might be talking about this one.
I don't know.
Because you have the New 52.
With the new suit. Okay, so that looks like a new suit. Or an old suit.
Cover of Batgirl.
In any case... the more we delve into the world of superheroes, especially
the more
Marvel,
confusing it'll get. Oh yeah. Wait, that wasn't for me. You're the other Ben that I love. Having had it just to figure this shit out. Okay, let's not try to figure this out now.
You're right.
Probably not a good idea.
Let's accept that we will never figure this out. And call it a day. The next time we read, are you okay?
Yeah, I had hair in my mouth.
Oh, I thought you like your nose ring like popped out or something.
Oh my God,
You're like, ah, and your nose.
This can't come out, and that's a problem.
Oh, those goddamn YouTube videos where they break down different timelines.
Oh, that's true. We can look into that.
Yeah, Saga makes sense compared to this, especially.
Well, it's also like one.
It's linear.
Yeah.
It's not like in this timeline.
It's
Peter
not like
and Mary Jane are together.
I was gonna say a million years old, but like, you know, they're rebooting tons of comic storylines now, so it's like so confusing to keep shit in order, and the canon changes depending on the reboot. So that's annoying. Okay, I have a hair in my mouth. It's a cat.
There, you got it.
Fucking Ella.
She's just trying to live her life, and she's hairy doing it.
You for who you are.
A nice snack comic. Nothing to write home about, but not a waste of time.
Agree.
I definitely thought that it was fun. And sometimes I really like just reading comics like this.
Me too. I'm like playing with Ella's ear. I'm like super mesmerized.
I don't need to have, it doesn't need to get super fucking grimdark for me to appreciate it.
No, yeah. Sometimes you have to read like a more lighthearted thing anyways.
Something that's so refreshing about Spider-Man in general.
Yeah. Well, he's just
quippiness.
That's the thing. He's the more lighthearted, funny making jokes character of Marvel. Aside from Tony Stark. But maybe because Spider-Man's younger, we get it more.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think so. He's a teenager who's just like, oh man, the Avengers,
And he's like, oh, I was holding Cap's shield, like freaking out.
I love it.
Like that's so. And I wanted to touch on this before, like the relationship between Miles and his friend Genki is very similar to the relationship between Tom Holland's character, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man and his best friend in the film.
What's
like,
his friend's name?
I don't know. I can't remember at all. Like, aside the fact that he's also an Asian kid. Like, I just found, like, their dynamic very similar to the one in, and I think it is almost the same because his friend in the movie is, like, also, like, smart and techy with stuff.
So maybe he's kind of inspired by that character. Maybe they intend for it to...
He's always the same.
To cross over. I don't know. No, that'd be weird.
No.
The age difference would be weird.
Because Tom Holland's Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense.
He is.
Surprise! Can you imagine, like, someone didn't know that? You're like,
spoiler alert.
I need to go. And just jump out the window.
Holy shit.
Tuck and roll.
Oh my god, she's gone.
Bye! All characters.
I will say I've never read a Spider-Man graphic novel.
Me either.
It's pretty cool. The first one was Miles Morales.
I'm pretty sure I've read one, but I can't remember what it was about.
Huh.
But it was like one of the old paperback ones where like
French.
The French stuff.
Oh shit! Thanks, Jazier. Much hype.
Yes.
Much wow. Oh wow, that skeleton is seriously hidden behind titles and stuff.
Where? Oh, that.
Yep.
I was like, what? And then I just saw it like pooping things.
Yeah.
It was one of those paperbacks where like the cover is glossy, but then the inside is like that newspaper, like Archie comic paper. I'm pretty sure that's the last type of Spider-Man graphic novel I read. Never been a fan of Spider-Man, but neither an anti-fan. He's like, oh, cool Spider-Man.
Crosshair, as someone who normally appreciates the villains in these series, do you have a favorite villain from the Spider-Man universe?
Don't say Green Goblin. But I mean, you could if you wanted to.
I'm trying to think what my favorite is. I like Black Cat.
Black
I like
Cat
what I've
is
seen of
cool.
her so far. I've always been a fan of just the design of Doc Ock. I think it's so easy to make a dude with like a bunch of friggin' like octopus arms look stupid, but he looks pretty cool. I don't know.
True. I just don't like Green Goblin because he's obnoxious. I'm trying to think of the...
Oh, and Venom. Obviously, Venom
yeah.
I fucking love.
Venom is the ultimate. But I haven't seen
Carnage, kinda. That lacking Venom. Yeah, I haven't seen the Venom movie yet.
I don't plan to see it. Although, I was told that if you set no expectations...
Okay.
It's a fun movie.
Actually, someone came onto the Punchy stream yesterday and said that they'd seen it and that they thought it was fun.
That's what I was told. So I don't know if I'll go see it though. It's definitely not on top of my list. Not like Star is Born. Love that movie.
I keep asking the chat, like, has anyone seen Star is Born? Nobody has.
Guys, you're
today I walked in to clean the yoga
out.
studios and I was like, hey guys, has anyone seen? Thank God, everyone in there was
okay,
like,
thank
oh, we loved it.
Yay. So good. Green Goblin's a great character. I don't know. I find him like so obnoxious, but only in the representations of him from the films and in games. Like he's so like.
I really love Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn as characters, but I'm not fans of them when they become Green Goblin.
Yeah. Agree.
I think Norman Osborn is a better villain than Green Goblin.
I mean...
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
also,
mean...
it's Willem Dafoe, so what are you going to say?
I mean, Willem Dafoe is great. Ain't nobody hating on Willem Dafoe.
Okay, good.
But I don't know, it just, like, I don't know, the character just, like, annoys me. Not that that's bad, like, he's a villain. Anyways, mind you, there are some villains that I like.
Like what?
Harley, she's a villain. Well, she's a villain slash, like, anti-hero type character. The same for Loki. I guess I like those kinds of, like, walk the line between good and bad type villain. Like, sometimes they actually do well.
Flip-flopping?
Yeah, I like
I guess she more airs on the hero side.
Not as much as Harley. But that's just because
Anti-villain?
I love. And not, like, yeah, well... Anti-hero, anti-villain. Or there's another name for it, but I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Villains. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
He's one of my favorite old school villains. Oh, that's
cool.
fair. It's fine that we disagree.
It doesn't happen very often, so it's always kind of refreshing when it does happen.
Yeah. It's fine if people like them.
And it depends on what you grew up with, the types of novels and characters you typically enjoy, things that appeal to you, your circumstance, whatever. Pomp and circumstance.
Down came the goblin and took the spider out.
Arguably his best delivery. I don't think anything will ever top that.
I'm gonna say yes. To have a top villain. They're all kind of cool.
My favorite is his conversation with himself in the mirror. Like, that's Willem Dafoe acting opposite Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
Come on.
I mean, it's Willem Dafoe though.
Exactly.
Willem Dafoe is always playing the same character though. Every movie.
He might actually be an evil supervillain then.
He might be. And I'm okay with it. As long as he's not like Green Goblin.
Hey-o.
Here.
I mean, look, that's everything that I had to say about the novel. But do you have anything that you wanna say in are you gonna read the second issue?
I'll probably try to read it. I don't know when I'm gonna read it.
I think I'm at a point where next time I'm in a store, I will check to see if it's there.
Okay.
Every time I'm in a comic store, I will look for it. The same way I'm always wishing wistfully that there was more Captain Marvel, and there just isn't, and I'm so angry.
Because they're not out, or because they're just not at the bookstore?
The series that I really like that went Alpha Flight and Civil War, there's no continuation to that. It's just those two. And my heart is broken. Because I loved it. I thought it was so great, and they haven't written any more.
That's like really...
very sad.
That's pretty heartbreaking.
It is. It is.
Especially when you love something so much, and it's just like, it was just that. Like,
that's it.
Can't have any more.
Have fun with your 2 volumes, sucker.
That ain't right.
It ain't right. It ain't right. So I'm gonna have to, like, hopefully love another one of her series as much as that one, but good luck.
Do we want to talk about our next book?
Yes. Okay, everybody, this has been on the list for a while.
But you've read it already, right?
I read it a long time ago. I definitely need to reread it.
Okay, I have not read
Cathy has never read this, and I'm really excited for her to read it.
Yay.
And I'm excited to reread it. It is called The Wicked and the Divine. You may have heard of it.
Looks really cool.
It looks really cool. The Wicked and the Divine, Volume 1, The Faust Act.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Every 90 years.
Why don't you read it aloud for the
class?
I'm
going to read for the class. I'll read the giant text that's on the back. Every 90 years, 12 gods return as young people. They are loved. They are hated. In 2 years, they are all dead. It's happening now. It's happening again. Ooh! I like stuff with gods. I shouldn't have looked at like the last.
Stop looking at things.
Friggin' panel of the goddamn book.
Is it that much of a spoiler?
I don't know. I had it with no context, but it just looked cool.
No, that didn't spoil anything.
Okay.
So that is the next one that we are reading. Get excited. I am excited. Now, it is a bit of a longer one, as you can see. So give yourself the time
read it.
To read it.
Because we are still going to do it in about a month.
Yeah, so we are going to do this on Sunday, November 18th at 1 p.m.
Put it in your calendars, folks.
Put it in the calendar.
Punchy Book Club. That you do it way better than
Thank you so much.
I wish Scott could pop in just to say,
there you go.
There you go. Yeah. That's it for me. I'm excited to read it though, because it looks really like witchy.
I think it's very up your alley. The Wicked and the Divine, Volume 1.
It fit.
Yeah, you got it.
Man, let's.
Oh yeah, Season 2. So with Sailor Moon.
1602, Wayward, Runaways. Oh, I forgot we read Runaways. Captain Marvel. And then Glitter Bomb. I'm so happy we did this book club because we're reading graphic novels very consistently throughout the year, and it's fucking great.
I love having stuff to talk to people about, and every time I pass an amazing comic store now, I go in and I have titles to look for.
Yeah. I gotta go. That's one thing I didn't do when we went to Toronto. Is usually we go to the Silver Snail, and we didn't go this time.
Found this amazing store in New York, and that's where I found most of the books that I've been looking for a while.
Oh, yeah?
Including Batgirl New 52 and Scott Got a Deadpool, and that's where I found Captain Marvel Volume 2.
Okay. Cool. Read nearly 20 more comics than I've read in the past 10 years since book club started.
And they're great.
You're welcome.
From
I've also
0
probably
to
read
once a
like way more comics than I have in previous years.
Yeah.
From 0 to once a month. I know, it's I feel like we have such like a good rhythm
Yes.
of like one a month.
Once a month helps us keep it consistent, actually, which is nice.
Yeah. Into it.
And we're done in time for you. You'll get to your fabulous shoot, and we look forward to seeing the finished product.
No one will see it though.
It's gonna be released on YouTube.
No.
Don't tell me it won't be.
It actually probably won't be.
What do you mean?
Because it's like a practice thing he keeps saying, so I don't know. I will not share it, guys.
I will.
I don't.
If I find
I
it,
will not
will
tell
share it.
Liz. So
and you
it
know
doesn't-
Mr. Badmack's gonna find it even if I don't, so. He found this movie. Oh my god, he found one that I was in like 10 years ago.
Which one?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Haha.
You'll never see my high school video either.
Son of a bitch. Hey, you're welcome. And thank you guys for joining us every month. We really appreciate it. We love having these discussions with you. And it's a nice little
thing to do on
it's
Sundays.
Just a little thing for Sundays. Scott will not be streaming tomorrow. I don't know if John is going to still stream. We do have Changeling on tonight at 6. Shit has gone down, but of course it has. That's just the way it is.
In what?
Oh, just things are batshit because of course they are.
Oh, for Changeling?
Yeah.
Nice. In a good way, I hope.
No.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Things are terrible, but
Oh,
it's
God.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. So hopefully we'll see you tonight, and otherwise we'll see you over the week.
Yes. And you'll see me at the next book club.
Possibly sooner. Oh, extra live stream. When is that?
So Extra Life is happening again. I think it's on November 2nd or 3rd. Okay. So I will be trying to stream the whole day.
Do you want to put your
think it's a Saturday.
Twitch channel in there?
Oh my god, I don't remember what
it's
it
Blood
is.
Fiend 13, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'll tweet it when we're going.
Blood Fiend.
I hope that's right.
Let's try.
It is.
It is. Oh, you're hosting me. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm always hosting.
So yeah, definitely check out Cathy's stream if you can for some extra life goodness.
Yes. I will do as many hours as I possibly can. Hopefully. I can never go the 24 hours.
Who
Like,
can?
I get way too sleepy.
Relax.
Some people do because they're just like better than me, but I just can't do it. I get so sleepy.
I wouldn't be able to. I would fall asleep. The stream would be me sleeping. So
I was afraid that was gonna happen. Like I would just be playing and fall asleep with the camera on, and then people are just creepily watching me sleep, and I just don't want that to happen. So
you have to pay us to like check in on you every hour. Or
yeah,
so,
just be
make
like,
sure.
are you still awake? And if I don't answer, someone please come over and turn off the camera.
Done. I will. Okay, everybody. We'll see you very, very soon.
Bye.